Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and helping me to meet my goal of 1,500 subscribers sometime in the month of August. And of course, if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for being here and welcome back. Today I've got a familiar box for the channel to share with you. It is the Vintage Dress for Less Time Travelers box. Now they have three different tiers. I get the original Time Travelers box, which is the middle tier, and that is $49.99 per month plus $8 in shipping, and it does include one vintage dress or skirt in your size. They also have a lower tier, which is $39.99 plus shipping, and that does not have an apparel piece. And then they have one level above what I get, which is $59.99, and that includes two apparel pieces. Vintage Dress for Less also has a great website that they just updated recently, and you can actually just buy individual dresses. Some of them are vintage and some of them are new but in vintage styles, so definitely check it out. And if you want to save $5, you can use my link below. So let's get into this. I like this box because it's a little bit different. It's fun to get clothing in the mail, but it's also really fun to thrift, and of course that's something that most of us haven't been able to do for the last few months, thrifting or going to like garage sales and finding those little treasures. And I just really like the idea of giving things and clothes like a second life, because a lot of the times the things as we're like kind of decluttering might not fit in your own home, but they might really be treasured and appreciated by someone else. So I like that she takes the time to go and find those little treasures for us. There's a little card here on the top, so let's read it. It's got a little poem in here with my name. So it says N, nice, nifty, noble. O, optimistic, overflowing. E, excellent, enjoyable. L, lovely, laughter, lively. I hope you love this month's Time Travelers box. There are so many goodies, from vintage cookware, a keepsake box, a beautiful dress for summer, and more. Have a lovely day. You deserve it. Robin from Vintage Dress for Less. So far I've really loved both of the dresses that I've gotten, and I've shared them with you guys over on Instagram because I don't do try-ons here on the channel since I do single take videos. And they've actually fit really great. When you do sign up for the subscription box, you give her your measurements so that she knows. And then I even sent her a link to one of my Pinterest boards so she could get kind of an idea of my style. They were sort of contemporary pieces in like a boho style, which is definitely something that I enjoy, although I also really love like 50s and 60s vintage styles as well. So I'm hoping one of these days I get one of those dresses. So right on top, you guys, we've got some bubble wrap and that vintage cookware that she was talking about. And this is pretty cute. It's like a little bright green with gray inside, like a little frying pan. It's got like a little chalk on the bottom that says that it was 99 cents, but it's in great condition. I'm not sure what I'll use this for. I guess it would be good if you were doing like a single fried egg, maybe for like a little breakfast sandwich, or I guess you could do like individual silver dollar pancakes if you were super patient and you didn't have a griddle. That's totally not what I'll do with it. But if you guys have any other ideas for uses for this little tiny pan, let me know. And this is actually great because it's something that will definitely fit in that little drawer beneath my oven without me having to sort of reorganize my very limited kitchen space. So I am seeing the dress, but I'm not going to show it to you quite yet, but it does look like something that I'll like, and again kind of in that like boho style. So more bubble wrap here, and here's that little keepsake box she was talking about. So this is cute. It's in the shape of like a little birdhouse. And then, oh, that's a bummer. It looks like the corner here is broken. I wonder if it was broken when she put it in there, and maybe I can super glue it though if the piece is in there. Hopefully it is. Goes all the way around, but that is super sweet. And then let's open it up, and actually there's not a bird inside but a little butterfly, but that's kind of interesting because then I'm not sure what I would actually keep in that box. I thought maybe it'd be like a cute little ring box, but you wouldn't want things to kind of get tangled up on that little butterfly. And then again, there's like a little 99-cent tag there on the bottom. So let's look at the dress. So this is pretty cute. I like this pattern. You can see I've already got like some embroidery on my dress today. And it's a nice long maxi dress again, which she's done before. So you can kind of see here this part where it looks embroidered. This is actually just the print, but then down here along the actual neckline, this is actually embroidered. And then that goes down the middle to a drawstring waist with these kind of colorful tassels. It looks like it's kind of straight, the skirt. You can see it's kind of narrow, but it does have some slits here along the side that go pretty high up, like up to the knee, I would imagine, which is good just because it's like hard to walk when you got that tube dress effect. I'm a little concerned because I don't usually like those straight styles, especially with like a drawstring waist, because I don't have much of a waist, so they can make me look really, really boxy. And then if they're not flowy, you have to be like really careful with the length. Like a lot of the times, I'm not even that tall, I'm like 5'7", but sometimes maxi dresses can either sort of limit your shoe wear because sometimes you have to wear them with flats, but I like a longer dress where I have the option of wearing it with like a little heel. So we'll just have to see. I'm a little worried about like how narrow it is in the hips, honestly, but once I get it like steamed up and give it a try, I will definitely show it to you guys over on Instagram if it looks all right. I like the style for sure. It's just like the cut is probably not something that I would normally pick out for myself, but I'm hoping that it works out, fingers crossed. So super cute though. Let's look at some of the other stuff that we've got. Looks like a little pair of earrings. So you guys, most of you know, if you've been watching my channel, I don't really wear a lot of stud earrings. I am thinking about getting a second hole if I get brave enough to go back. I think when I got my ears pierced when I was like a little kid, so I don't have the trauma from that anymore. But these are really cute. They're just kind of have that like carved rose effect. And I do like that they're white because that means they will actually show up in my hair. And I have been wearing studs a little bit more just because when you go out of the house, most of my reusable face masks have the loops that go over your ears, and the dangly earrings are sometimes a bit of a pain to get those masks on and off like as quickly as we need to be able to. So those are actually pretty cute. There's also a little packet of bee food, but it's actually a wildflower seed blend, which I guess eventually becomes bee food. So that's pretty cute. I've gotten a couple of packets of wildflower seeds in different subscription boxes, and I've had varying success. I think the last time I did it, they sprouted really quickly, but I don't think I put them in a big enough pot, so they never actually flowered before they sort of withered away. And also it's just been like super, super hot here, so I might have to wait until maybe like a little later in the summer or just get a bigger planter for them. But those are always kind of fun. It's nice to try to have a green thumb even though I don't. And then it looks like we've got another vintage postcard, and I got one in the last box. So it looks like a little reprint of like a catalog advertisement for Jansen sweaters. So these are not actual vintage postcards, obviously. I couldn't imagine that you'd actually send a postcard of a sweater advertisement. You can kind of see on the back it is an actual postcard, but they've kind of printed that like age and yellowing there on the back. This could be cute, like if this is your style to sort of frame a few of these. I actually liked the last one because it was mostly yellow with just like a TV, so it definitely had that retro feel. But I don't know about these gals in sweaters. As cute as the sweaters are, I like the guy with the polar bear sweater. Let's see what else we've got. So you get a lot of stuff in here. I mean, the fact that you get like a whole dress, like a whole outfit, and then you get these other fun thrifted items is pretty cool. She does, it seems like, usually include a book. This one is all about houseplants, so I guess this is to help me with that green thumb that I don't have. So it is a hardback, which is kind of cool. And I just love how like vintage used books feel and smell and all those like yellowed pages. But this one is fun because look, it's got all these like pictures and like these yellowed pages, and I don't know that I will have like the patience to sit through and read this because again, I live in a condo, so even though houseplants would be my thing, not an actual garden, I just don't know. I'm very impatient, and maybe that is why I don't have a green thumb. But it's got some like color pictures in there, nice thick pages. I might actually like pass this on to like my mom. I think she would get a kick out of it. But like these are pretty cool. I almost feel like it almost is like a science-y book, but I'll definitely flip through it. I have very, very limited bookshelf space, and I have two really big bookshelves and they are full. I have bins in my garage that are full, but I have a hard time parting with books. All right, it looks like we've got maybe one more item, and I'm sad to say I do not see that little corner piece for that little keepsake box, so I guess it just came damaged like that. So that's a bit of a bummer because that was going to be one of my favorite things. This looks like a little reusable bag in pink, which you guys know I'm not a huge fan of like pink and florals and stuff, but it looks like almost like cherry blossoms, but it's a nice big size. So they have started letting us bring our own reusable bags back into the grocery stores here, even in California. So hopefully this would work for that. And you guys know this kind of bag is very, very sturdy. I like that it's got like a big, like wide bottom to it, so that you can actually put a good amount of things in it. Sometimes those like little foldable totes are great. So this is how big the bottom is, which is great. Sometimes those foldable totes, because they don't actually have a flat bottom, everything kind of like rolls over if you try to set the bag down, or like if you are putting like packages, like actual groceries in there, things don't like organize. You can't do that like Tetris game that we all have to do at the grocery store very well. So this is a great like reusable grocery bag, and it will go in my car where all the other ones are, and then I have to start to remember now to bring them into the store. I had finally just gotten myself trained to bring them into the store when they said, no, you have to leave them in your car, you have to use our bags, and now I have to try to remember again to start bringing them back to the store. Anyway, guys, this was another cute box from Vintage Dress for Less. We got that time traveler effect. I think my favorite item is probably the book, just because I love looking at old books all about house plants. It makes me think of my I think middle school science project was about The Secret Life of Plants, that book, and like doing different things to philodendrons because we thought they had feelings. Maybe they do. Maybe me and plants just have got off to a bad start, and I need to start learning how to communicate with them better. I think the dress is cute. I'm a little bit worried about the fit and the cut of it, if it's going to be flattering or not, but I thought it was a good box. This is probably a box that I won't necessarily get every single month, just because it's not like there's particular themes, and honestly, I'm not going very many places, so I don't need very many extra summer dresses right now, but it could be something fun to try out in a couple months again. Like I said, use my link below if you would like to check it out and save $5, and hopefully I'll see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.